What's on your mind with Pastor Robert? What's on your mind? Will it bring the deliverance? Will it bring salvation? Will it bring freedom? Will it bring a revival? Will it bring an evolution? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your mind with Pastor Robert? What's on your mind? Will it save our community? Will it save our country? Will it save our state? Will it save our nation? Will it save our planet? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your mind with Pastor Robert?
Hey, welcome to What's on Your Mind with Pastor Robert. I got my special guest here, my sister from another mother, Kimberly Williams, and my brother from another father, John Robinson. How y'all doing today?
We are great. Hello. Thank you for having us.
Yes. Hey,
That's
John.
right. Doing just great. Blessed, absolutely blessed, sir. Good to see you.
That's good. Now listen, because it's been a while, let's bring people up to standard. Kim, tell me a little about yourself a little bit.
Wow. Yes, it has been a while, Pastor, but it's always great to be back on the platform. Hello, everyone. My name is Kimberly Williams, residing in Houston, Texas. Your favorite licensed financial professional, bringing
Yes.
wealth into our community. We are community wealth builders, okay? So anything finance, that's what we're talking about today, Pastor.
All right. I like that. And John, tell me a little about yourself, John.
Absolutely. Good evening, or good afternoon. My name is John Robinson. We're here in the Houston area. We are the premier community wealth builders and retirement specialists in the state and in the country. And we are the best of what we do because we're community minded, not product minded, not company minded, community minded. If it's not the best for the community, we don't offer it.
I like that. Community minded. So
Absolutely.
your heart's for the community.
That's it.
Your
Yes,
heart's
sir.
for the, all right now. All right.
Absolutely.
We need more people like you.
Yes.
We need more people like you. Now I have this one thing I want to ask you. What's on your mind?
Wow, what's on our mind? We have everything that we
Absolutely.
want to talk in, but we want to talk about the second biggest, most important thing. Okay, falling in love with Jesus is number one. Who you choose to spend your life with may be number two, but the third biggest thing is what, partner?
Finance. The community, building wealth in every community in this generation. We are community wealth builders, and to build a community, you need some wealth.
Yeah,
You
but
need some finance. Go ahead, Pastor.
a lot of times people don't want to talk about finances, though. That's a touchy subject.
It's a taboo, right? It's scary.
Right.
When you started talking about money and finance, everybody take off running.
Yeah.
It's one of the three taboos. We don't talk about money, we don't talk about sex, and we don't talk about dying. But
Hello.
yet still, those are three important areas in our lives, and there's a lot about all of that in the Bible.
All right, break that thing down to me.
Yes. So we
Absolutely.
bring it to the people where it's non-judgmental. We bring it to them where we basically have their best interest. Okay. So when we sit down with clients, we want to take that pressure off of them, let them know that it's okay. Breathe. We can we share our testimonies and our stories. We make people feel like, okay, the trust factor is there. Okay. And then we educate them. We sit there and give them the value that they need so they know what steps to take, Pastor. not just hearing it, we're going to put it into application. That's what we do. So one we want to highlight today is one of the important topics is preparing for retirement. We
Mm.
go to work, we're taught to go to work, get these jobs, we may have these 401ks, 403bs, whatever number you want to call it, 457s. But do we really understand how that works? And is it enough to retire? Because we all one day want to retire.
Mm.
What does retirement look like for you? You have
Yes.
to have a plan in place. Retirement is not an age, okay? It's not saying, okay, I'm 65, now that the government's moving it to 67, now I can retire. Let's debunk that, okay? Retirement is about making sure that we are properly prepared with the right amount of money to live and live the rest of our life like we choose to, okay?
Mm.
So my partner here, we have this huge series going on. We have this basic financial retirement master class, and I'm going to let him chime in because he has been bringing this information to our community. So take it away, partner.
Absolutely, absolutely. You said it right. Retirement is not a function of age, it's a function of money. And people, they act like they don't understand what I said. But the truth is, how many people, if they had enough money to take care of their needs and their wants, even if they're 34 or 35 years old, how many people will get up at the crack of dawn and go to work somewhere for someone they don't even like and, take all the abuse and all the stuff they go through? They wouldn't do it. So
Yeah.
retirement is a function of money, not age. And so preparing for retirement is very important. But what we're hoping to do, and I'm still looking for a word we're going to transition that word retirement out, because I think retirement, that word is a setup for us to give our best to the company. And then they have a reason or excuse to roll us off into the corner somewhere when they want someone younger and cheaper. The thing is, being prepared financially to be able to live the way we want to live, and we may want to work for the rest of our life, but we may not be able to. So, do
Mm.
you have the money to still maintain your level of life or lifestyle or comfort, basics, if you cannot go to work? And we need to prepare for that, because you never know what age that could happen to someone. And then we want this whole process, financial process, not just to be stuck with a certain age group. We want this to be something that we teach to our children, because the better prepared we are earlier, is the less it costs. Anything you do early on, and you have time on your side, you can do a lot better for a lot less. But if you wait to when you think, well, I think I'm going to be ready to retire in a couple of years, you're already late. You have no, if you're going to wait to then to start to plan, you have no retirement. It's as simple as that.
Mm.
Now you could call it, I'm bored, so I'm at this job here because I'm bored. But we know that the finances are not there. So being prepared is what it's all about. And then we break it down. We make it simple. We make it usable. We make it to where you can apply it and take hold of your finances. We know how to work for money. We know how to work overtime, double time, triple time, in the rain time, when I'm sick time, all kind of time. But do we know how money works and how to put it to work for us? And that's the part that we're missing.
Yes.
That's
But we're
it.
here
We don't
as
know. We don't
community
know.
wealth builders.
Mm.
To bring
Absolutely.
together community, and that's it. Because Pastor, my background. I'm a registered nurse for 20 years, and I know people that will work 40 years, 40 hours a week to retire with 40% of their salary, or God forbid, if something happens to them, they're unable to generate an income. Okay, so that's the mindset, and that's what we're going up against. We're trying to educate, and that's why we're community builders. We're community minded, because we want the people to know that doesn't have to be your story. Like our parents, our grandparents that stayed on the job 40, 50 plus years, retired, that doesn't have to be the story. So we're out here trying to change that trajectory with the basic knowledge and application. So That
We're
can
not
be.
trying.
Oh, we
We're
are.
not.
I'm
We're
sorry.
not
We're not
trying.
saying trying. I'm sorry. I got to watch my
We're
language.
doing
Let's
it.
We are doing it.
All
Absolutely.
right.
Thank you, partner, for that.
We're doing it.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
We're doing this.
Are you traveling to people?
I gotta.
How you do about this?
Well, while we traveling, we do not
Well,
mind
we're doing
traveling.
it physically. We're doing it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Skibble.
Yeah, but we don't mind traveling. But right
We,
now,
we,
we're basically virtually. We have this so
Okay.
anybody can plug in from any state. Okay.
Okay. And when do y'all have
that's right.
like say a podcast or something? How they come on to listen to your classes or what have you?
Okay. I want my partner to share. Do you have a? Can you share? Are you able to? Let's see if I can share. Hold
I
on.
can't because my computer says no. I'm
Oh,
on
is
my
it
phone. But if you can
okay?
bring it up, that'd be great. We have a weekly masterclass. And we
Yes.
call it a masterclass because people like terms like that. But the bottom line is, it is basic, it is engaging. It takes a person from wherever they are and give them enough information that they can start to grow. Listen, the inspiration came from the word where it says, my people perish for the lack of
No.
knowledge. And I
Yes.
realize whatever we lack knowledge in, we're going to perish. So
Mhm.
we decided for our people to no longer perish for the lack of financial knowledge, for the lack of knowledge on retirement, for the lack of knowledge on protection. We are bringing this to the community. And so we have a weekly masterclass. It's a webinar, so you don't have to be on Zoom. You just plug in and you get to see the presentation. And it doesn't matter if you're in your PJs or whatever. Take notes. You can learn. You are now in a financial university, I like to call it, but you will get the basics you need to understand how money works and how we can work this. And this is one of our invitations to our weekly webinar. It's at 7 p.m. Central Time um, on Thursdays. Every Thursdays at 7 p.m.
Okay. So that'd be 8 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah.
That's
So
correct. 8 o'clock Eastern Time.
Okay. Now I will ask you one thing. How long is the
Yes, sir.
class? How
it's
long is it?
Well,
it's an hour.
well, we go for a little under an hour, right about 45 to 50 minutes.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, so with this
So
class, as you can see, it take a picture of it. You can click. We can send the link to register. But this is what you would learn in that class. Learn the basics about retirement that everyone should know, but no one told you. So we talk about the basic elements of retirement. How much money do I need? That's a big question that a lot of people
Mm.
always, when you ask, they do not have a clue, Pastor. They don't have an answer for that. How to save for retirement, understanding that that we know these things such as 401ks and things are out there, but do you understand how they work? Do you understand how these programs work? Is it
Right.
enough? What other options do I have? We talk about all this in this class, the various retirement programs and what to look for. Should I move my retirement money? Why or why not? And maximizing your 401k. So I want my partner to speak on that because a lot of people do not understand. So we have another special program called our SRS that I'm trying to bring up. But I want him to speak on that. Hold on, let me see if I can share that one. The
so
SRS.
so that last thanks, Kimberly. That last segment, should I move my money? It's motivated by the fact that there are $2.1 trillion of what they call abandoned 401k money. In other words, people change jobs or leave the job and they leave their retirement savings, their 401k with the same company they just left because of many reasons. Mostly they don't know what to do or they've never discussed this before. They don't know they can move it. They don't know they can take charge of it. They like to think, well, I left it with them. You don't know who them are. We don't know who they are anymore. And we encourage people to move your money. Never leave your money with a company that you're no longer there because you're not able to see the signs and see when things are changing. You don't know if the company's going bankrupt. You have no idea.
Yeah.
But one a good example of that was this major company here in the Houston area called Enron. And I was doing one of these classes the other day, and I met a young man at the gas station when I was on my way home. He says, I remember. He said, I was there at Enron. And I remember when we came in and they spoke to us over the loudspeaker saying that we must all gather our personal stuff and leave the building. And they said, by the way, your 401k is no longer valid anymore. Your 401k is gone. And said, when you leave this building, you will not be able to return. He said, I can still hear it in my head. And so you don't know what's going on. Don't leave your money behind. There are lots of things that you can do. Take your money with you, protect your money. We don't know how we can protect our money. So we are just operating on what someone says, but we're not operating on information we have gathered that which would be best for us. So there are lots of stuff that we cover in this class, but we want people to get this information. And they need to attend 2 or 3 times. It's a lot of information. You're not going to get it all one time,
Right.
So you need to attend 2 or 3 times. Absolutely. Now, the SRS program is once you are 59 and a half and older, most companies will allow you to move your money. When you grow in money in a 401k or 3B, 457, most of those programs are in a variable market. They're directly in the market. So if the market is up, you make money. If the market is down, you lose money. Well, who saves money in a bag with holes? Nobody does that, right? You're not supposed to anyway, but most of us don't know that we have options. So at 59 and a half or older, what we're saying is secure your retirement savings. Move 90% of it into an index program, move it into an index program where it is protected against market losses, but you enjoyed the upside of the market. And you don't have to close your 401k. If the company's matching, you can keep growing. But 90% of your money is now protected. One thing that you don't want to happen is a year or 6 months or 2 before you retire, you lost 30 or 40%. Lose 30 or 40% of your retirement savings. Now you got to work longer to try to make it back up. So at 59 and a half or older, you can protect your money. Move about 90% of it into an index program. It'll keep growing, but no longer suffer market losses. And we have some of the best programs for that.
How does it grow? Like, is it doubling?
So any program that tell you it's going to be doubling and this and that and the other also carry a high risk with it. So the market is the market. The market grows sometimes 4%, 3%, 12%, 15%. Well, you have access to all of that. The thing about it, though, is you have access to that without the risk. Index programs let you enjoy the upside of the market and be protected against the downside. And so depending on how it's set up, some people want guarantee. I want a guarantee. Well, if you're going to get a guarantee, it's going to be lower than if you just go with what the market says. So if you want a guarantee, well, I'm going to get my 4 or my 5% every year, fine. They're guaranteed programs. But you can also use a program that would let you benefit from what the market does without the losses, right? And so that's just based on not directly in the market. They are protected against a lot of these market losses, but they do mirror the market and they kind of run parallel to the market.
Okay, good,
Okay.
good.
That's
Now,
all in the class. That's all in the class. You just got a snippet of what's
Yeah.
in the class.
I want to know. I want to know. Do you have this in your class? Because I'm interested myself.
Okay.
I retired already.
Absolutely.
Me and my wife, we
Okay.
always retired. Okay, and we're living off our retirement right now. Okay,
Right.
And we use some of our retirement to get our home, a new car, all kind of stuff. We've done did all of that, and we're pretty well off. However, what I want to know is, can I do another retirement with you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So the thing is this. One of my major pet peeves is I do not like people that already retired losing money in their retirement savings. This still happens. Just last year, I talked to one of my friends and he still told me he's retired. I said, great, let's check out your account. Found out that from January 2025 to March of 2025, he lost 15% of his 401k. He had no idea because he had a pension, all the things he was using, but his retirement savings, his extra savings, was being affected by the market. So we were able to move those funds into an index program. When we did a policy review a couple of months ago, he had more money than he brought over after taking out some money in December. So we were able to bring that money over, protect it, grow it. He took some money out in December. And this May, when we reviewed it, he had more money than he brought, even after taking money. So having retired already is great, but it still needs to be checked out because for some reason, a lot of people still have their money in the risk market, in the variable market. So that's one thing. Now, you can create as many lifetime income streams as you would like to. No one says you need to have one retirement, one pension. No, no, no. You can create multiple streams, and you should, because inflation is consistent. It's growing every year. So whatever is good today is not good in 15 or 20 years.
Okay.
So we should have backup plans. We should have parallel plans. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
It's a must.
So my thing is, I don't use all my 401k and everything else I had, all my finances, that I had put away
All right.
to get my home and stuff like that. I don't want to start saving all over again. That's what I'm trying to do. So
Sure. Absolutely.
How much? I guess I have to ask you this offline. How much do I have to put away? Every month or whatever. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's what we'll discuss that.
So let me give you a general answer for that.
That's what I want you. That's what I want to
But
hear.
I'm going to give you a general answer.
That's what I want to hear.
But I'm going to give you a general answer for those that are listening.
Yes.
Right? So if you can save $150 a month to create a good retirement savings, if you start at age 2, 2 years old, 150 would do good. But now once you pass 39 and a half like me,
yes,
all right, you got to do it. And see, the thought process is this. I am building my own bank.
Yes.
The money I'm putting away, I'm not paying a premium or no. I'm building my bank. The question is how much money you want in your bank. That's the question, right? What instruments am I going to use? But how much money do I want in my bank? What is the money for? If the money is for retirement purposes, well, how much money do I want per month from this money? Because that's the whole key. So it varies per person. It varies per vision or per goal, but there is a number for everybody, and we just need to change the paradigm. The paradigm is not, this is not a savings. This is my bank. I'm putting my bank together. So if I put $500 a month in my bank, it's okay, but it's not as good as if I'm putting $2,500 a month in my bank. I'm building a serious bank. It's an individual thing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And it's not, and people in people's mind that I'm giving somebody my money or I'm putting it there. No, you are you're building your bank with an instrument that's going to protect it, but it's going to also allow it to earn interest and compound and grow. So the question is, how big do I want my bank? Right? And that goes into other things. Our philosophy on finance for the community is this. Number one, protection. You got to protect where you are. If at all possible, protect where you are. Number two, increase your income. Got to have an increase in income strategy. How am I going to stay ahead of inflation? And for Christians, one of the worst things we can say is, I'm all right. No, God just said, believe. I mean, if you can believe, can we believe to stay ahead of inflation? We can believe for that, can't we? Right? Increase in income strategy. And then number three is savings. Everybody must save. And if you got enough for you, well, go on and save for the next generation. Save, right? And then four, investments. You know, after you got the first three down, then you must invest. It's good to invest, but you invest to have a chance at a better life. But it's just a chance. It may or may not work, but it's good to invest. And if when you're going to invest, you got to spell it one way, RISK. Now you're ready to invest. If you don't spell it RISK, you're not ready to invest.
Okay.
That's a whole different class.
Yeah.
That's advanced master class.
Right. Yeah.
But the thing of it is also, and I'm glad my partner said that and he broke it down. So this class is for everyone, whether they just entering into the workforce, whether they've already been there for some years, whether they're getting ready to retire, whether they're retired, everyone can benefit from this class. That's what I want them to
Absolutely.
use.
That's
Yes.
good. That's good. That's very good. And I really believe someone needs to hear that who may be
Yes.
listening to us now.
Absolutely.
Here is your answer. Here is your prayer answers for someone that's listening right now.
Yes.
God heard your prayer, seen your tears. Behold, here's our
Absolutely.
yes. Because I want to thank you all for coming. I really do appreciate it. I'm so glad
Oh, so
that
good to see
me
you,
and
my
him
pastor.
are friends. I'm so
Child.
glad. I'm so glad.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Listen,
Well, we appreciate the opportunity to speak to the community and encourage the community, and we want to serve.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to be talking about you myself. I'm going to let everybody know about you. You know,
Thank
I
you.
surely am.
Amen. Amen.
My heart is for the people.
Awesome.
So, yes. Kim, how if they want to get in contact
Yes,
with you? How
sir.
can you get in contact with you, Kim?
Okay. So I'm able to get in contact with, my name is Kimberly Williams. My email is kimberlywilliams.ceo@gmail.com. My business number is 832-278-3170.
There you go. All right. And how can I get in contact with you, John Robinson?
If you got Kimberly, you got me. If you got
Good
Kimberly, we're going to keep it simple. You got Kimberly, you got me.
That's a good
Absolutely.
answer.
Absolutely.
That's a
Yes.
good answer.
Yes,
Very
sir.
listen. We want to thank you
Absolutely.
again. We thank
Looking
you.
forward to it.
We really do
Yes.
thank you for coming. I really do appreciate it. I'm looking forward seeing you all. I believe it's November. I see you. I believe.
November. Okay.
So I'm looking forward to having you back in November.
We-
Okay.
Well, you know what? We need to do a boot camp with you, Pastor. You set us up a couple of hours. We come to the studio and we just go at it. You know, put that information out there. We'll set up
we
a
need,
boot camp.
we need to sit down and talk about it, Kim. Okay. That sounds
Absolutely.
good.
Let's do it. Let's
Sure.
do
Now you
it.
let me know how you want to do it and stuff, and
Absolutely.
I will make it happen.
All right. We'll
I
definitely
will.
do
I
that.
will make it
Let's
happen.
bring it to the people.
There
Okay.
you go.
So we're gonna try to do it in November then, I guess.
All
But
righty.
this is what, yeah, this is almost August.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. So I'm
Yes.
staying in contact with you.
Absolutely.
Listen, we
All
really
right.
do appreciate you, and
Yes.
stay in contact with us.
Absolutely.
We want you to have a blessed day on purpose,
Absolutely.
seeking purpose. Remember that we love you with our whole heart, our whole mind, our whole soul, our whole strength. Everything within us, we love you. And remember this: love your neighbor as you love yourself. You can see they're loving their neighbor.
Yes.
As we always say,
Amen.
bye for now. Gotta
All
go.
right. Bye-bye.
All
Thank
right.
you.
God bless.